Only in Japan.
The traditional Japanese inn or ryokan is more than just a place to stay. You can lounge around in cotton kimonos called yukata, or soak in mineral baths until you feel 10 years younger. Each ryokan room and meal is different, offering a real only-in-Japan experience. It's a place where you can try well-prepared seasonal Japanese cuisine. The inside often impresses. Wood, tatami, bamboo, the natural world inside. Welcome to a Japanese ryokan. I'm here in Fukushima prefecture to show you some of the best ryokan. Now, a ryokan is usually built in the middle of an onsen. An onsen is a hot spring naturally coming from the ground. And these ryokan have a lot of attractions. There's food, there's culture, there's tradition, there's the tatami rooms, and then there's the baths. The onsen baths? We have an entirely separate episode for that. Where exactly is Fukushima prefecture? It's a few hours north of Tokyo, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the mountains and plains on the other side. Fukushima is Japan's third largest prefecture, and it's loaded with everything that you need for an adventure. We'll go to 13 amazing hot spring towns around Fukushima, all with their own style and charm, and focus on the traditional Japanese inns called Ryokan and their delicious Kaiseki cuisine. We start this one at Dake Onsen in one of my favorite ryokan called Hanakanashi. The inside is cozy and beautiful. The tatami-lined hallways passing gardens and windows lined with Japanese washi paper. This is a typical room at Hanakanashi, perfect for two. There's a private bath overlooking a rock garden. This is a room for a family of 4. The onsen bath here takes up most of the back. It's outdoor and covered. The natural hot spring water from the ground contains a lot of minerals, giving it a milky white color. It's the ultimate room for a relaxing holiday away from it all. Welcome to Okawaso at Ashinomaki Onsen. The ryokan sits at the river's edge by a mountain. The lobby is spacious and beautiful. Water flows under the walkway inside the building. The Japanese-style rooms are just as lovely. A tatami room with a spacious window, a Japanese kotatsu by it. A kotatsu is a heated table, the blanket keeping the heat under it, a divine experience in winter. Stay warm, relax, and enjoy the view. During my visit to Tsuchiyu Onsen, the snow came down, adding a spectacular layer of white to everything around the town. The town wraps around the river where the hot spring water flows freely. It has a beautiful turquoise color to it. This is Hotel Sanuiso, where I spent the night. Here's my room. Come in, make yourself at home. There's no bed here yet, but after you change into your yukata and make your way to dinner, the Ryokan staff will prep your room for your return. The futon setup service is something that's always impressed me about staying at a traditional Japanese inn. He can make up the futon in about a minute. When I come back from dinner, I'll be able to go right to sleep if I like. Dinner at a ryokan is a real treat. It's kaiseki ryori, or traditional Japanese cuisine, served in many courses. This is the complete layout, so you can see just how beautifully prepared it is. Even for Japanese, it's a lot. Staff will explain to you what everything is, as well as include a menu. Staying at a ryokan can be a little pricey, but with the meal and service, you can see its value. It's an experience you simply don't want to pass up. Local A5 grade Wagyu beef and sukiyaki. Beat the raw egg, then dip the beef in it. The taste is amazing. You won't be disappointed. I ordered the local sake. Kanpai. It really is a meal that hits all 5 senses. Wow, now this is a meal fit for a king. The entire layout is here, and I don't know where to start. I've eaten at a ryokan many times before, and every time I do, I'm just overwhelmed by the amount, the variety of food, and the volume of it all. It's actually not as much as it looks. It's all out on the table. Usually they bring it course by course, and you start from the starter and then move on to the different dishes, but we put it all together just so you can see just how amazing it is. Each season has its own special ingredients, has its own special food, so the meal changes by the season, and this is just incredible. I don't even know where to start. Itadakimasu.
お隣の福島のブランド品なんですけども、川俣のシャモ、これはすごく歯ごたえがあってとても美味しいです。
The chef shows the autumn cuisine he's prepared using local ingredients. That's a big attraction about the Kaiseki cuisine at Ryokan, trying the flavors of the area. The presentation also uses the colors of the season: brown, yellow, orange, and red. When he's finished, it is as much art as it is food.
そうですね。それは仕事ですから。
And to end it all, I return to my room all set up for me. It really makes me happy to see my futon magically set up for me every time. I spent some time relaxing in the lobby at checkout and talked to the manager about communicating in English.
一般のスタッフも頑張って英語を今勉強して、
ちょっとだけ話せるでしょ？
そうですね。
だから外国人観光者は安心して方がいい。
そうですね。はい、安心してできるかと思います。
The Ryokan has guides in English to answer all questions too. I moved on to Kawachi at Yanaizu Onsen, which had a lovely tatami room overlooking the river and bridge. In Aizu Wakamatsu is Ryokan Harataki at Higashiyama Onsen. I got a look into the kitchen to see just how they prepare the food for so many people every day. The head chef is preparing the fish soup stock fresh. It takes hours of preparation every day to make every meal. Here, a chef is making negitoro from tuna. Next, he blowtorches the fish. The menu changes by season, so for 3 months, the menu is basically the same. They're using Fukushima beef for the shabu-shabu dinner. For people staying a second night, the menu changes a bit, reflected in the plate color. Each day a guest stays, the menu is altered a little. There aren't many guests staying longer than 2 nights. The staff also makes accommodation for guests with dietary requests. These plates here have chicken instead of beef or pork. The head chef oversees the operation like a general. Great attention and effort is made to make sure that the meals are perfect. When finished, they're transported to the restaurant where they are presented to the guests along with the starter and side items. The fire is lit, and after a couple of minutes, it's time for some shabu-shabu. I went straight for the beef. I always go for the goma sesame sauce over the ponzu, the 2 sauces that accompany shabu-shabu. It's really good. I added the vegetables and tofu after, but that's my style. This ryokan also has a buffet so you can help yourself to soup, rice, and other items. All of it made with local ingredients. You can go back to your room after dinner, or for guests only, hit the onsen bath at night. Many ryokan open their baths to day trippers. At night, you can sometimes have the whole bath to yourself, a real benefit to staying the night. An hour away is Toryukan at Yunokami Onsen. This is a family-run ryokan, smaller and more personal. The rooms have names. Let's tour this amazing Japanese-style room. The futon is already set up because this room is dedicated to sleeping. An evening yukata on the pillow. The room next door could be considered the living room. In the front is the bathroom, the sink separated from the toilets. Oh, and these apples go in the bath, behind this steamy door. That's right, this room has its own private onsen bath, great for families, the shy, or people with tattoos. I always change for dinner. It's sometimes hard to find a yukata in your size, but this'll do. The tabi socks are a nice touch. Let's go to dinner. The chef at Toryukan works hard from the morning to prepare dinner each day. Top grade A5 Wagyu beef is on the menu, seared at high heat. The inside is still rare, beautiful coloring to the meat. I can't wait to try it.
やっぱり季節によっても入ってくるものとかその雰囲気とかも違ってくるんで、やっぱりそこは変えないといけないなって思って料理を変えてるんですけども。
Each ryokan has its own unique style. Toryukan's Kaiseki ryori really fits the season. It's polite to pick your glass up with 2 hands when staff pours the beer for you. Here's that Wagyu surrounded by sauces and garnish, adding a lot of color. It just melts in your mouth. Meals at a ryokan always leave you satisfied. And that's the Fukushima traditional Japanese inn story. Away from the city, out in the countryside. Sure, you can also have Western meals and hotel experiences in Japan, like here in Urubandai. And you can certainly go local too. There's a charm to every room, a uniqueness to every experience that makes staying at a ryokan the ultimate must-do. Because basically, a ryokan is where you can feel the soul of Japan. Next time, we'll take an immersive look at the Japanese hot springs, the baths, the traditional inns, and the Kaiseki cuisine in 360 virtual reality video. Take a closer look around and feel that experience by navigating around the smartphone screen, your monitor, or VR goggles. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button and check out another one of our shows. Don't miss my second live stream